So here are my unpopular K-pop opinions. Don't take any personally, and most importantly,
we're all gonna have fun!
Karina has always been aespa's best dancer. It just became too evident in Girls' era. She has always been the best out of the four, and is in fact a good dancer, but for some reason is the most hated member both inside and outside the fandom. I think it's normal for every group to strive to be perfect when they debut, so during Black Mamba no one was slacking, but progressively Karina showed why she is the best and never slacks on stage, despite the horrendous choreography aespa has been getting. That YouTube channel where they check if idols fit beauty standards is the definition of me when I lie. I'm sorry, I won't like them, and it is fun to watch in a way, but then they always do something that irks my soul, like they pick specific photos of idols to make them look like they have a smaller or bigger head or hourglass figure, and I just wonder why. Or when they do not know or pretend like Taeyang and Karina are not the official visuals. When they said that Irene looked great with the blonde wig, I just feel like it's a social experiment cause there is no way. Kyojin is nmixx's best dancer without a doubt. It's getting annoying to say otherwise, and I will personally make a video on why I think that, and will put her, Jinny, Jiwoo and Ewan next to each other doing the same moves, and if you have eyes you should be able to see clearly the big difference between Kyojin and the rest. I personally would rank them like this. Also, Kyojin needs a dance break in every single song that's to come, and she needs to be center, because it only makes sense to put the best in the center. Idols overdoing their expressions. Here is the thing. I know Tsuki is super popular right now, and I actually think she does a great job for that song, but whether it's someone in Billy, someone in Ive or Jenny from nmixx, while I appreciate the effort, someone needs to tell them to relax, especially the girlies with the strong visuals. They really are the ones that can get away with less because of their face. Overdoing it for the sake of being expressive can look ridiculous sometimes, and I know they all have individual parts where they all want to look the best, but sometimes what ends up happening is just a wink attack from idol after idol, and I wanna throw up. I just have to go and watch a winter fan come to cleanse my eyes. nmixx is directly coming for itzy. Okay, let me explain. Itzy is slightly on the decline and very quickly nmixx is gonna take the spotlight from them. Here is why. nmixx is new, so naturally more people wanna see what they can do. They have established themselves so quickly as a vocally superior group, and are already dance heavy with their chorus. Now itzy used to set expectations at least for difficult chorus and dance breaks, and with sneakers, even that edge is gone. And nmixx is taking this point for now. Regardless of taste, nmixx went straight experimental, especially with Tank, and became memorable performance-wise. People check them out either for the strong live vocals, the strong dancing, or their covers of other groups. Itzy right now is relying on nothing specific, and I think they need a Mayfair in the Morning Part 2 because that song generated a new type of attention and audience towards them. Itzy have no particular sound. They don't rely on strong vocals, they don't have catchy rap parts, mostly forgettable bridges, and sneakers is such a back to school commercial sound. It just seems incredibly low effort for the current competition in 4th gen girl groups. It is so much better to risk going into a specific direction, but intentionally know what you are doing, and have the song cater to a certain type of listeners rather than release a generic forgettable song that does not stand out. Your faves are not it girls, and that's okay. Not every popular girl group member is an it girl, and that is fine. Just because they have hype over their visual or went viral for something does not make them an it girl. They don't even have to be all that talented, to be honest, because it's not about that. Listen, Jenny is possibly the definition of what an it girl is. She has the influence, the brands want her, the general public knows her. I'm not sure from before Jenny who that it girl was, but for Gen 4, the only two girls I can see going that direction are Taeyang and Karina. Both are very different idols with different strengths, but they already have established themselves in the industry from the start, and even if you don't keep up with them, you still know what they are about. Idols who don't feel like idols. There are some idols who just do not give me idol vibes at all. If they are your fave, sorry, that's how I feel. Lucas from NCT/Wavy. I truly don't understand what he brings to the groups. I just really am baffled how he made it in auditions. Irene, as well. I have never felt like there was a moment where she enjoyed being an idol. Acting seems more fitting. Soyeon, I have nothing personal against her. She seems sweet off stage, but I cannot stand her performances. There is nothing idol-like about her. Yoojin from IVE, who is just more powerful than all live members combined. Maybe it's because she is too powerful in comparison and I sometimes feel like she seems out of place. She is just too good, I don't know how else to explain it. Also Shotaro, I know he is that dancer, but like what's the difference between him and a backup dancer? Please explain. Giselle has the best stage presence in aespa. Unpopular indeed, but I have my reasons. Giselle is the most natural on stage and her expressions are always on point. She knows what to do in front of the camera. She is relaxed and understands the vibe of each song. Her only problem unfortunately is her weak dancing. It really pulls her back. She just does not keep up, and I can only assume it comes down to practice time. Because for Black Mamba, as I mentioned, everyone's Lady Ning Ning is not bad per se, but she is not that expressive. She just has more energy and is a bit better dancer. I can see she puts effort, but it kinda doesn't translate that well to me. Winter and Karina to me are no different. Both are not naturally expressive, but Karina's dancing is powerful, so clearly she stands out. I actually think it's Winter's brand at this point with the cold look. So when she does something different than a cold stare, you have a moment and her fans get excited. The only idol who has ever looked like a natural blonde is Jennie. I just need to say it. Yes, blonde hair can look cool on idols, but to have bleached blonde hair and still look natural has only ever been achieved by Jennie, who legit gave me Scandinavian/Nordics girl vibes. I just don't particularly feel like there is a big contrast in her Korean features with the hair, so to me it looks natural. Girl sounds like a Super M song. I swear this is a Super M song. It has that big powerful sound, with belting and high notes, and boring verses and rap parts. aespa deserved way better, but they managed to top every comeback up until Girls, so they had to take a break, I guess. Lastly, the US market obsession. It will not end successfully. I just don't see how these companies can artificially create the organic hype K-pop has achieved internationally only in the US. So what if it's the main market for music? There is such a big difference between K-pop and the Western music that it does not mesh well. Somewhere there will be a clash in direction. Values. Audience and K-pop will lose what made it so interesting in the first place, because there will have to be a compromise somewhere. Besides, no one cares if Cardi B or Snoop Dogg or Selena Gomez collabed in a song. It doesn't really add value to the K-pop listener. If K-pop companies try to collab between themselves, that will be more successful. Imagine a real song between SM artists and YG and JYP. That will surely make people tune in.